Have you ever felt like you're just one step away from greatness, but something's holding you back? Maybe you've tried everything, but you still feel stuck, unsure, or even overwhelmed. What if I told you that the key to unlocking your potential isn't hidden somewhere out there, it's within you? Today we're going to talk about shifting your mindset. We're diving deep into the habits and thoughts that set billionaires apart from the rest, and how you can adopt them. This isn't about magic formulas or empty promises. It's about real, actionable steps that anyone can take to begin transforming their life today. Are you ready to break free from self-doubt and start thinking like a true winner? The path to success doesn't begin with luck. It begins with the way you think. Let's unlock that power right now. Why your mindset is the ultimate game changer. Mindset is everything. It's not just a buzzword. It's the foundation of every success story. The way you think, the stories you tell yourself, the beliefs you hold, these shape your actions and ultimately your results. If you're stuck, it's likely because you've been limited by your own thinking. But here's the secret. If you can change your mindset, you can change everything. This isn't about pretending to be something you're not. It's about acknowledging where you are and choosing to level up your thinking to where you want to be. Your thoughts shape your reality. Start shifting them today. Billionaire thinking. What sets them apart? So, what's different about the way billionaires think? It's simple. They believe that anything is possible. They view challenges as opportunities. They embrace the discomfort of uncertainty because they know that's where growth happens. Their thoughts aren't limited by, I can't, or this is impossible. Instead, their thoughts are driven by solutions and possibilities. When faced with a challenge, they don't shrink, they grow. Imagine walking into every situation with the mindset that no obstacle is too big. What could you accomplish with that mindset? The difference between you and a billionaire isn't their circumstances, it's their way of thinking. Shift your thoughts and you'll shift your world. Shifting from fixed to growth, the first step to change. If you've been stuck for a while, it's likely because you've adopted a fixed mindset. You believe your abilities and intelligence are set in stone. But here's the truth. You can change, grow, and improve at anything, at any time. Billionaires embrace a growth mindset. They believe in the power of learning. They never stop growing, evolving, or challenging themselves. The first step to breaking free from limitations is deciding that you are capable of growth. How do you do that? Start by replacing I can't with I will learn. Make learning a daily habit. Seek challenges, embrace failures, and always ask, what can I learn from this? Risk-taking, turning fear into fuel. Risk. It's a word that makes most people freeze, but for billionaires, it's fuel. They don't avoid risk, they welcome it. Why? Because they understand that without risk, there is no reward. Fear might feel like a barrier, but billionaires turn that fear into energy. They ask themselves, what's the worst that could happen? And when they answer, they realize it's not as scary as it seems. Then they take the leap. You don't need to take giant risks right away. Start small. Take one calculated risk today. Try something new. Put yourself out there. Every time you face your fear, you'll get stronger, and before long, taking risks will feel natural. How to reprogram your mind for success. You can't expect different results while using the same thought patterns. To unlock your billionaire potential, you need to reprogram your mind. How? Through daily habits and techniques. Start with affirmations, positive statements that challenge your limiting beliefs. Replace self-doubt with self-belief. Meditate, journal, and focus on your goals daily. Billionaires don't leave their success to chance. They actively cultivate their mindsets through routines. Start small. Each day, take one small step towards changing the way you think. Over time, these small changes will build into massive growth. Money as a tool, not the goal. For most people, money is the end goal. But for billionaires, money is simply a tool, a resource to solve problems, create value, and change the world. When you view money this way, it shifts your approach to wealth building. Instead of chasing money, focus on solving problems and providing value. The more value you create, the more money will follow. Think about it. Billionaires don't get rich by focusing on their bank accounts. They get rich by focusing on their businesses, innovations, and the needs of others. Shift your thinking. Start using money as a tool for your goals, not as the end goal itself. Thinking long-term. Billionaire vision. Billionaires don't think in terms of today's profit or tomorrow's return. They think years, decades, even generations ahead. Jeff Bezos didn't build Amazon to be profitable in the first year, nor did Warren Buffett expect instant returns on his investments. They play the long game. This long-term vision allows them to make decisions that may not pay off immediately, but will create massive wealth down the line. What about you? Are you thinking short-term? Are you focused on quick wins? Shift your thinking to build something that lasts. Your future self will thank you. Leveraging resources to multiply your impact. Billionaires don't try to do everything themselves. They understand that leveraging other people, systems, and tools is key to multiplying their impact. Imagine you're building a business. Instead of trying to do everything alone, you build a team of people who are experts in areas where you're not. You use systems to automate tasks. You invest in tools that make your life easier. When you leverage others and resources, your capacity to create wealth expands exponentially. Look at your life. Where can you leverage resources? Start using your time, relationships, and skills more efficiently. This is how billionaires accelerate their growth. Investing in yourself, the most valuable asset. Billionaires don't see their businesses as their biggest assets, they see themselves as their biggest asset. They invest in their education, health, and personal development. They understand that the more they grow, the more they can achieve. What are you doing today to invest in yourself? Are you reading, learning new skills, or taking care of your health? Start today. Your most valuable investment isn't a stock or property, it's your own growth. Put time and money into improving yourself, and everything else will follow. Taking action now. The difference between dreamers and doers. Billionaires don't wait for the perfect moment to act. They take action immediately. They understand that success is built on consistent action, not ideas. While others are waiting for things to align, billionaires are out there making things happen. You can talk about your dreams forever, but until you act, they remain just that, dreams. The next step is always the hardest, but once you take it, you're on the path to making your dreams a reality. Stop waiting for conditions to be perfect. Take action now and watch your dreams come to life. Have you ever felt like you're stuck, unable to break free from the cycle of self-doubt, fear, or procrastination? What if I told you that everything you need to achieve the success you've always dreamed of is already inside you? The only thing standing between you and your goals is how you think. Today we're diving deep into the powerful, transformative mindset that separates billionaires from the rest. It's not luck, timing, or a secret formula. It's the way they think, act, and respond to challenges. And guess what? You can adopt that same mindset. This isn't about inspirational quotes or motivational fluff. We're going to get real and show you how to break through mental barriers, turn fear into fuel, and embrace opportunities where others see only obstacles. If you're ready to start thinking beyond limits and building the life you deserve, stay with me. This could be the turning point you've been waiting for. What is mindset and how does it shape success? Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world, and it's shaping your life every single day. The beliefs you have about yourself and the world directly influence every decision you make. If you believe you're not good enough, you'll act accordingly. If you believe you can't succeed, you won't. But here's the catch. You have the power to change that mindset. Think of your mind as a garden. If you plant negative thoughts, weeds will grow. But if you plant positive thoughts, flowers will bloom. What's in your garden right now? If you want to change your outcomes, you need to change what's in your head. The way billionaires think isn't by chance, it's deliberate. And it starts with a mindset that embraces success and growth. There are two kinds of mindsets, fixed and growth. A fixed mindset limits your potential. It says, I'm stuck in this situation and nothing can change. A growth mindset, on the other hand, opens up endless possibilities. It says, I may not know everything yet, but I can learn, I can grow, and I can improve. Billionaires don't see challenges as roadblocks, they see them as stepping stones. The difference in mindset is night and day. Do you remember the times when you felt like you've hit a wall? That's because your mindset built that wall. But if you can break through that belief, you'll break through the wall itself. Billionaires don't fear challenges, they welcome them. Adversity, setbacks, and obstacles aren't roadblocks to them, they're just opportunities for growth. Take Elon Musk, for example. His company SpaceX failed multiple times, launching rockets that exploded. But he didn't quit. He didn't see failure as the end. He saw it as a lesson. Every failure was just a step closer to success. Think of your mind like a muscle. It grows stronger the more you use it. Every challenge is an opportunity to flex that muscle, build resilience, and get closer to your goals. The billionaire mindset is one of constant learning, growing, and improving. If you can adopt that, the world becomes your classroom. Now let's talk about risk. The truth is, billionaires take risks, not reckless risks, but calculated ones. They don't fear failure because they understand something most people don't. The biggest risk of all is not trying. Think about Jeff Bezos. In the early days of Amazon, he bet everything on an online bookstore. People told him he was crazy. They laughed at the idea. But he believed in his vision. took the risk, and now Amazon is one of the largest companies in the world. You might fear failure, but billionaires fear not trying. They understand that growth only happens when you step outside of your comfort zone. If you don't take risks, you'll stay stuck in the same place. If you want to move forward, you must embrace the possibility of failure as part of the process. Let's get something straight. Billionaires are not fearless. What sets them apart is their ability to face fear head on and turn it into motivation. Fear doesn't control them, they control it. The truth is, fear is natural. It's a response to the unknown, and it's the body's way of protecting you. But here's the kicker: when you learn to acknowledge fear and use it to fuel your drive, it no longer holds you back. I want you to understand this. Your greatest investment is yourself. The best way to turn fear into fuel is to start seeing yourself as worthy of the success you seek. Every time fear arises, say to yourself, this is a sign that I'm pushing my boundaries, and that's exactly where growth happens. Now, let's talk about practical steps to shift your mindset. This isn't about overnight success. It's about building a mindset that will take you from where you are to where you want to be. Start with small daily practices. Meditation, for example, allows you to clear your mind and focus on the present moment. It strengthens your ability to stay calm and centered in stressful situations. Affirmations help reprogram your brain, shifting your thoughts from, I can't. Reframing negative thoughts is crucial. Every time you catch yourself thinking, this won't work, reframe it to, I'm going to find a way to make this work. Take action now. Start implementing these practices today. Your future self will thank you for it. Every step you take towards building a growth mindset is a step closer to the life you've always dreamed of. The billionaire mindset isn't a fantasy. It's a choice you can make starting today. Have you ever felt like you're stuck, watching others succeed while you're left wondering how to make it happen for yourself? The truth is, everything you need is already within your reach. It's just a matter of understanding how to think differently. Today, I'm going to share the mindset and strategies of billionaires and how you can apply these principles to build wealth, overcome obstacles, and transform your life. This isn't about empty motivation. It's about real practical steps that anyone can follow to start making lasting change. If you're ready to stop waiting for opportunities to fall into your lap and start creating them yourself, stay with me. Let's dive in, and by the end, you'll know exactly how to think, act, and plan for your success. Most people work for money. They wake up each day thinking about how they're going to pay their bills or make ends meet. They view money as the goal, the thing they're chasing. But billionaires, they think differently. They understand that money is a byproduct of something much more powerful, solving real problems. For them, wealth is the result of creating something that adds value to the world. Think about it. The wealthiest individuals don't focus on how to make more money for the sake of it. They focus on how they can create systems that work for them. Systems that produce income without them having to constantly trade their time for it. They build businesses, create products, or invest in opportunities that keep working even when they're not. If you want to build wealth, you need to shift your focus from just making money to creating solutions. Instead of asking yourself, how can I earn more money? Ask yourself, what problem can I solve today that will add value to others? That's where the real wealth begins. The difference between billionaires and most people isn't just how much money they have, it's how they think about time. While most of us are focused on short-term gains, the wealthy think decades ahead. Billionaires don't just care about the next quarter, they think about how their actions today will affect their businesses and their wealth years, even decades down the road. Take Jeff Bezos, for example. In the early days of Amazon, everyone doubted his vision. Amazon wasn't making money, but Bezos wasn't focused on the short term. He believed in the long game, creating an infrastructure that would dominate the e-commerce space for years to come. He didn't let the pressure of short-term profit force him into decisions that would hinder his long-term goals. Bezos understood that real success takes time and that patience in business pays off. So let me ask you, what would happen if you stopped focusing on short-term success and started thinking about the long term? What could you accomplish if you made decisions today that would pay off 10, 20, or 30 years from now? Your focus should be on building something that lasts, not something that fades away. Leverage is one of the most powerful concepts in wealth building, and it's a game changer. What does leverage mean? Simply put, it's using your time, people, and resources to do more than you could on your own. Billionaires know that they can't do it all by themselves, and they don't try to. Instead, they harness the power of other people's time, skills, and money to scale their businesses faster and more effectively than anyone else. Think of leverage like a catapult. When you launch something with a catapult, it goes much further than you could ever throw it by hand. That's what leverage does for you. It amplifies your efforts. Billionaires leverage their networks, technology, and capital to multiply their impact. You don't need to do everything yourself. You need to find ways to amplify your efforts through smart partnerships, outsourcing, and technology. Every billionaire understands that the more they leverage, the more they can achieve. This isn't about doing everything yourself. It's about creating systems that multiply your efforts. If you want to create wealth, you need to understand one key principle. The best investment you can make is in yourself. Billionaires invest in their minds, bodies, and networks. They never stop learning, never stop growing. They know that the knowledge and skills they acquire today will pay off tomorrow. This investment goes beyond just reading books or taking courses. It's about building habits that support your physical and mental well-being. It's about surrounding yourself with people who challenge you to think bigger and reach higher. Billionaires understand that their health and mindset are their most valuable assets, and they protect them fiercely. If you want to grow, you have to prioritize your own personal development. Whether that means reading daily, exercising regularly, or connecting with people who can help you level up, start making these investments now. Your future self will thank you. Planning is important, but execution is everything. You can have the best ideas, the greatest business strategies, and the most incredible goals, but if you don't take action, none of it matters. Billionaires don't sit around and wait for the perfect moment. They take immediate action, make quick decisions, and adapt as they go. Stop overthinking. Take action today. Start moving. If you've been planning for weeks, months, or even years, it's time to stop waiting and start doing. Every step you take now brings you closer to where you want to be. Billionaires know that success doesn't come from endless planning. It comes from taking decisive action. The truth is, the world doesn't reward the planners, it rewards the doers. And today is the day to become one. Wealth building doesn't require a perfect economy or ideal conditions. It requires the ability to identify and seize opportunities no matter what the world around you looks like. Billionaires know how to adapt. They don't wait for the perfect moment, they create it. They know how to network with powerful individuals and organizations to expand their wealth building potential. Start by reading more, connecting with the right people, and taking risks. Knowledge is power, and the more you learn, the better equipped you'll be to recognize opportunities. Every billionaire started somewhere. They didn't wait for success to come knocking, they went after it. Start today, read a book, reach out to someone who can help you grow. Take a small risk that moves you closer to your goals. Wealth building isn't a mystery. It's about taking action, learning, and staying consistent. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll see results. You don't need to be a billionaire to think like one. It starts with changing the way you view money, time, and opportunities. It's about shifting from short-term thinking to long-term vision, leveraging your resources and investing in yourself. But most of all, it's about taking action today. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Make the moment perfect with your actions. The path to wealth starts right now. So, what are you waiting for? Have you ever faced a setback so crushing, so overwhelming, that it made you question whether success was even possible for you? Maybe you've tried and failed so many times that you're starting to wonder if you're just not cut out for it. I want you to hear this loud and clear. The most successful people in the world have failed more times than you can count. Failure isn't a sign to quit, it's a sign to keep going. In this session, I'm going to show you how billionaires handle failure and setbacks and how you can use these lessons to turn your challenges into stepping stones. The difference between them and you isn't that they've never faced failure, it's that they've learned how to bounce back stronger every single time. If you're ready to stop letting obstacles stop you and start using them to fuel your growth, stay with me. What you're about to learn could change how you approach every challenge from here on out. Let me tell you something important. Failure isn't the end. It's a part of the journey. Billionaires understand that failure is not something to avoid, it's something to embrace. Richard Branson, the founder of Virgin Group, has had more business failures than most people will ever experience. But he doesn't see those failures as defeats. He sees them as lessons, critical stepping stones on the path to his success. Billionaires understand that setbacks are part of the process. They don't let one mistake define them. Instead, they use it to adjust, learn, and get back on track. Failure is never a stop sign for them, it's just a detour. And here's the thing. That detour leads to a better, stronger, and smarter version of themselves. So, what if you shifted your mindset about failure? What if you stopped seeing setbacks as dead ends and started seeing them as the lessons you need to succeed? Failure isn't the end of the road, it's simply part of the journey. You learn, you adapt, and you move forward. That's how you win. Billionaires don't quit when they fail, they get up and come back even stronger. Resilience is one of the most powerful traits they possess. Think of resilience like a muscle. It gets stronger with every setback. The more challenges you face and push through, the more resilient you become. Your resilience is like steel. It strengthens with every hammer strike. The harder the challenge, the stronger you become. Billionaires aren't immune to failure. They face setbacks just like everyone else. But what sets them apart is their ability to bounce back. They don't dwell on what went wrong. They focus on what they can do next. You have that same ability. You can strengthen your resilience. When life knocks you down, get back up. Learn from the experience and push forward. The key to success isn't in avoiding failure, it's in mastering the art of bouncing back stronger each time you face adversity. The truth is, mistakes are where the real learning happens. Billionaires don't just move on from their failures. They analyze them, break them down, and figure out what went wrong. They focus on lessons, not losses. They learn from their mistakes and use them to improve. How often do you reflect on your setbacks? Do you take the time to figure out what went wrong and what you can do differently next time? Most people don't. They let their mistakes weigh them down without realizing they're the key to unlocking future success. So I'm going to challenge you right now. What did you learn from your last setback? And more importantly, are you ready to apply that lesson? If you don't learn from your mistakes, they'll repeat themselves. But when you extract the lesson and use it as fuel, you turn a failure into a win. Billionaires don't quit when things get tough. They persevere. They have grit. They don't just face obstacles, they defy them. Think of all the challenges Elon Musk faced when starting Tesla. People said electric cars would never work, but Musk didn't listen to the doubters. He kept going even when it looked impossible. You're stronger than your circumstances. Never forget that. Perseverance is what separates the successful from the unsuccessful. When the going gets tough, most people give up, but those who make it are the ones who push through. They stay committed to their goals no matter how difficult it gets. It's easy to quit when things aren't going your way, but if you want to succeed, you have to push through. Every setback, every obstacle, every no is just another chance to show how badly you want it. You have the grit to make it. You just have to believe that. What if I told you that you could reprogram your brain to see obstacles as opportunities? Billionaires develop a growth mindset. They don't see failure as a reason to stop. They see it as a chance to get better. They don't wait for life to get easier. They get stronger. If you want to handle setbacks like the billionaires, you need to shift your thinking. You need to create a mindset that thrives on challenges. Instead of being afraid of failure, embrace it as part of the process. Instead of seeing obstacles as problems, see them as opportunities to grow, learn, and improve. Don't wait for life to get easier. Get stronger. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to strengthen your mindset, and every time you overcome a setback, you're building the resilience and mental toughness that will carry you to success. You have the power to change the way you think. You can train your brain to see obstacles as stepping stones. The question is, will you take action today to start building that mindset? Don't wait for things to change. Change your approach, and everything else will follow. Have you ever looked at the clock, feeling like there's just not enough time to get everything done? You're rushing from one task to the next, trying to juggle it all, but still feeling like you're falling behind. What if you could completely change that? What if you could take control of your time the way the world's most successful billionaires do? Time is the one resource you can never get back. It's the most valuable asset you have, and billionaires know this better than anyone. They don't waste time, they invest it. Today, I'm going to share with you how they manage their time, how they structure their days to maximize productivity, and how you can apply these same principles to transform your own life. If you're tired of feeling scattered, overwhelmed, or like you just can't get ahead, this is the turning point. Get ready to learn how to prioritize what matters, eliminate distractions, and focus on what really moves you forward. Time management isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. Stick with me. Once you learn how to master your time, you'll see everything else start to fall into place. Time is your most valuable asset. Billionaires understand this truth better than anyone. They know that time isn't something you can buy more of, so they invest it wisely. Every moment counts, and unlike most people who fill their days with endless distractions, billionaires are intentional with how they use their time. They don't allow themselves to get sidetracked or waste time on things that don't move them toward their goals. Instead, they treat every minute as an investment in their future. So let me ask you, are you wasting your time or investing it in your future? When you approach your day with the same level of intention, you'll see how your productivity will skyrocket. Managing your time isn't just about having a packed schedule, it's about aligning your actions with your biggest goals and making every hour count. If you want to achieve success, mastering time is far more important than managing money, because no amount of money will ever get back the time you waste. One of the key things billionaires do is focus on high-leverage activities. The tasks that make the biggest impact. They understand the Pareto principle, or the 80/20 rule. This principle says that 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts. Billionaires know exactly where to put their focus. They eliminate the fluff and concentrate on what truly moves the needle. Look at Warren Buffett. He spends his time on activities that are most likely to yield the highest returns. He prioritizes deep thinking and strategic decision-making, not busyness. If you want to take your productivity to the next level, you need to identify the activities that will actually drive your success. So ask yourself, what's the 20% in your life that produces 80% of your results? Put your energy there and watch your success multiply. It's not about doing more, it's about doing the right things. One of the toughest skills to master is saying no. Billionaires are experts at rejecting distractions and non-essential tasks. They know that every time they say yes to something that doesn't align with their goals, they're saying no to something that could be far more important. The power of rejection is a game changer. If something doesn't serve your mission, your vision, or your goals, it's just a distraction. And let me be clear, distractions are killers. They'll steal your focus, your time, and your energy. You don't have time to waste on things that don't matter, so get comfortable saying no. It's one of the best ways to protect your time and energy. Your focus is precious. Guard it like the most valuable resource it is. The more you say no to things that don't move you forward, the more you'll be able to say yes to the things that truly matter. Billionaires also understand the importance of delegation. They know they can't do it all themselves. They surround themselves with talented people who can handle the tasks that fall outside their expertise. Building a great team isn't just about filling positions, it's about creating an environment where everyone can thrive. Think of a team like an orchestra. Every player needs to know their role, and only when everyone plays in harmony does the music come together. That's how billionaires see their teams. By trusting others and delegating effectively, they amplify their results. So ask yourself, who's on your team? Do you have the right people in place to help you achieve your vision? When you delegate, you free yourself up to focus on what you do best. It's a force multiplier for your time and your success, but it's not just about people, it's also about tools. Billionaires use systems and tools to keep themselves organized and productive. They don't rely on their memory or fly by the seat of their pants. They use calendars, time tracking apps, and goal-setting frameworks to structure their day and stay on track. If you want to manage your time like a billionaire, start by organizing your day with purpose. Schedule your tasks, track your progress, and set clear goals for each day. When you have a plan and a system to follow, you'll make every hour count. So, take control of your time today. Start scheduling with intention. The more organized you are, the more productive you'll be. You'll stop wasting time, and instead, you'll be actively building the life you want. Mastering time management is not just about working harder, it's about being smarter with the time you have. Once you understand how to invest your time, prioritize what matters, protect your focus, delegate tasks, and use the right tools, everything else will start to fall into place. Your productivity will soar, and you'll finally feel in control of your day, your success, and your life. So take action today. Start managing your time with purpose, and watch how everything begins to change. Your future self will thank you. Have you ever felt like your network isn't growing as fast as your dreams? Maybe you've been attending events, meeting new people, but still, something feels off. What if I told you that the right connections could be the key to unlocking your success? Billionaires understand this better than anyone. They don't just build networks, they build meaningful, authentic relationships. They understand the value of connecting with people who challenge, inspire, and support them. These connections aren't just for gaining something. They amplify their impact and expand their reach. Imagine being surrounded by people who genuinely lift you up, challenge your thinking, and help you grow. That's what I'm about to show you today. Building and maintaining relationships isn't about shaking hands or sending emails. It's about real connections that transform your life. Whether it's mentorship, peer support, or strategic alliances, your network can be the bridge between where you are and where you want to go. Ready to take your relationships and your success to the next level? Let's dive in, because the right connections could be the missing piece you've been searching for. Billionaires understand that your network is your net worth. They don't just collect business cards, They prioritize building strong, diverse relationships that accelerate their success. The people you surround yourself with can either lift you higher or drag you down. So ask yourself, who are you surrounding yourself with? Are they lifting you up or are they holding you back? Billionaires know that the right relationships have a multiplier effect on their personal and professional growth. Think about it. If you connect with people who have been where you want to go, people who can share their knowledge, their networks, and their experiences, it becomes easier to take bold steps toward your goals. Your network isn't just a list of contacts, it's a powerful force that propels you forward. So choose wisely. Build a network that challenges you, pushes you to be better, and helps you grow. That's the foundation of true success. One of the most powerful tools in a billionaire's network is mentorship. They don't just stumble through the journey alone, they rely on people who have already walked the path they want to take. Take Mark Zuckerberg, for example. He didn't get to where he is today by figuring everything out on his own. He had mentors who guided him, like Steve Jobs, whose advice helped shape his leadership style and vision for Facebook. The right mentor doesn't just offer advice, they challenge you. They see things from a different angle and they push you to think bigger. Along with mentors, billionaires also surround themselves with strategic advisors and like-minded peers who provide insight and feedback. The key here is to find people who will support you in your growth, not just tell you what you want to hear, but help you see the truth. To cultivate these kinds of relationships, you need to actively seek out those who can add value to your life and your journey. Don't wait for people to find you. Go out and find the people who will help you become the best version of yourself. But it's not just about receiving value. Billionaires know the secret to strong relationships is giving first. They understand the law of reciprocity. When you give, you don't just get in return, you build trust, credibility, and lasting connections. Giving first is about offering value to others without expecting anything in return. Whether it's helping someone solve a problem, sharing knowledge, or offering a connection, you don't wait for people to give to you before you give to them. Instead, you lead with generosity, knowing that real relationships are built on trust and support. The key principle here is simple: give first and success follows. This mindset transforms how you approach your relationships, turning them into partnerships where everyone benefits. Don't just take, offer something of value, and watch how your network grows stronger and more supportive. Now, let's talk about authenticity. Billionaires don't build networks based on transactional relationships. They're not looking for quick deals or surface-level interactions. Instead, they focus on cultivating genuine connections with people who truly align with their values and vision. The difference between building a genuine relationship and just making a business deal is night and day. People can spot insincerity from a mile away. If you're only interested in what others can do for you, that will come across, and you won't build lasting relationships. Instead, focus on being valuable, not just valuable to you. Ask yourself, how can I truly support the people in my network? How can I add real value to their lives and businesses? Genuine relationships take time and effort to nurture, but they're worth it. When you invest in real connections, they go far beyond surface-level exchanges. They become meaningful, mutual, and transformative. Keep in mind, your network isn't just about you. It's about building long-term relationships that grow, evolve, and lift you all higher. As you go forward, remember this: building and maintaining relationships is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. Every connection you make has the potential to open doors and lead to new opportunities. But to truly harness the power of your network, you need to approach it with the mindset of building real, authentic relationships. Give first, focus on quality over quantity, and surround yourself with people who challenge and support you. When you do this, you'll unlock a network that not only helps you achieve your goals, but propels you toward your greatest success. You've just learned the principles that have shaped some of the world's most successful people. But now it's time to ask yourself, are you ready to unlock the power within you? What if the key to your success is in how you think, how you approach challenges, and how you navigate your day-to-day life? The billionaire mindset isn't reserved for a select few, it's available to you. It's about more than just wealth. It's about mastering your thoughts, learning to embrace failure, managing your time like a pro, and building relationships that push you forward. Imagine having the clarity to see opportunities instead of obstacles. Imagine having the focus and determination to turn your biggest dreams into reality. Today, you've been given a blueprint, a roadmap of the principles that billionaires use every day. But the journey doesn't end here. It's time for you to take what you've learned and start thinking like they do. The world won't wait, and neither should you. Your future is in your hands, and the first step to transforming it starts right now. Let's quickly revisit the core elements that make up the billionaire mindset. the principles that will help you break free from mediocrity and start building your version of success. First, there's mindset. The way you think shapes everything. Billionaires think differently because they understand that their thoughts create their reality. They don't let fear or doubt control them. They use challenges as fuel to push forward. Then there's money. It's not just about accumulating wealth, it's about using it wisely. The right mindset allows billionaires to leverage their resources to create more wealth and opportunity, but it's not just about money. It's about failure too. Billionaires embrace failure because they know it's a stepping stone, not a roadblock. They learn from it, grow from it, and keep moving forward. Time management is another key principle. Billionaires don't waste time. They protect it, value it, and use every moment to move closer to their goals. And finally, there are relationships, because success is never achieved alone. Building a strong, supportive network is essential to sustain success. Now that you know how billionaires think, it's time to think like one. These principles are not just ideas, they are tools you can use to turn your life around. Implement them and watch how your world starts to shift. The life you want is on the other side of these mindset changes. No more settling for average. It's time to go from good to great, from ordinary to extraordinary. The power to transform your life is within your reach. So what's your next move? It's time to put these ideas into action. Don't wait for the perfect moment to start, because it doesn't exist. The first step is always the hardest, but it's the one that will change everything. It might be scary, it might feel uncertain, but trust me, once you take that first step, the momentum will build. Ask yourself, what can you change today to align yourself with the billionaire mindset? Maybe it's shifting your perspective, maybe it's taking that bold risk you've been avoiding, or maybe it's simply organizing your time more effectively. It doesn't have to be huge, but it has to be intentional. Pick one small thing and do it now. This is how billionaires operate. They take action now, not later. They don't wait for the perfect moment, because they know the perfect moment is the one they create by acting. Remember this, the billionaire mindset isn't some distant, unreachable dream. It's already inside of you. You have the ability to shape your own future, no matter where you're starting from. Your journey doesn't depend on where you were born, who you know, or what you've done in the past. It depends on the decisions you make today. You are in control. The power to change your life is in your hands. The billionaire mindset is available to you right now. It's not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. So let's go out and make it happen. You've got the tools, the knowledge, and now the mindset to create the future you've always dreamed of. The world is waiting for you to step into your greatness. Don't hold back. You've got this.